Alright, so with that, it's now time for us to continue our Digimon detective adventures.
The Digivolution, it's up and coming.
It is up and coming. Not only is Dan and I here, we've also got FITZWILLIAM RAMSBOTTOM with us.
Hello!
You don't have to do the voice will kill you.
I do. I've not done it in a while, and it's time.
He's back.
This is the Digimon edition
Look how
of
fucking
FITZWILLIAM.
Is this your flat? It's filthy.
My flat has looked this bad in the past. Yes, I will not deny that. Yeah, this is Kyoko's office. This is where we do our business, our official detective business. Since we're going to become detectives now, we're going to become a horrible digital cyber ghost detective.
Is that an ashtray? Can we smoke in here?
I guess you can. I don't even know if we're capable of smoking right now. I think you need lungs for that. Do we have lungs? I'm not sure.
And I download it, maybe?
Download lungs.exe and then you'll be able to breathe all that good smoke in.
Get the glitches, you cough.
Download that lung patch. Then download the nicotine patch.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Quit the smoking.
So, yeah, carrying on with this game's whole theme of having conversations that go on a little bit too long when they are only iterating 2 or 3 points.
Oh, it's just going on forever, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get used to that. That's kind of the thrust of the game.
I'll thrust you into a game.
Please, dude. I want to see what that looks and sounds like. It'd be like Captain N all over again. So the current situation is that we're a horrible digital ghost, and Kyoko here is going to take some steps to try and bring us back. So we're going to have to go back to Eden again, the place where this all happened to us, and we're going to have to somehow bring our own body back. That's the plan. At the moment, Kyoko sounds like she's just kind of winging all of this. She doesn't actually know how much this is all going to actually work, is the thing.
君が腰掛けているのは依頼人用のソファー。何？依頼報酬の件ならば心配しなくていい。君の存在はすでに何よりも報酬なのだよ。大船に、そうだな。
She also likes making really weird idioms and analogies. Like she'll just start throwing proverbs out of nowhere, and she'll just make very bizarre references to things.
Like the chicken who pours tea.
I like how in this one she kind of made a point, but stopped making it.
She just gave up the point halfway through.
It's like when I went to Spain and I saw a really nice bridge and I walked on it. Anyway, back to the story.
Back to Digimon.
For this episode, I've changed my last name.
Oh?
I am now FITZWILLIAM Greymon, which I think is much more befitting.
I was meaning to ask before, Dan, what's your favourite Digimon?
Yazamon.
Yazamon. That's the Vmon Digivolution, the weird puppet one, right?
Puppet demon thing, yeah.
Puppet demon, right. FITZWILLIAM, what is your favourite Digimon?
TK!
As in TK, the child from season 1 of the show.
Yes.
Not his Digimon, Angemon.
Oh, well, I thought you meant character.
Okay, what's your favourite Digimon, as in the monster itself?
The blue one, yeah?
Yes.
The blue one? Vmon?
FITZWILLIAM Greymon.
Okay. I'll see what I can do to get us the Dream Team party. I'll try and make that happen.
Can we get Speedmon?
No, Dan, I've told you before, this only uses official Digimon, not Digimon you created as a child.
I made my own trading cards and stole my dad's laminator and made my own trading cards out of it.
Do you still have those?
I'm going to try and find them this weekend.
That's amazing. Yes, please. Alright, so with that, we notice that there's...
Run headfirst into the TV, yeah?
I mean, you say that as a joke, but over here, jump.
Who would name themselves Strange Voice?
I know, it's a weird choice. So let's yeet ourselves into a television.
I like this part.
I would really like if this digital stuff didn't happen. If If that strange voice just wanted you to jump into the TV as a joke, you just collapse into it and smash it.
And then the guys from Impractical Jokers run into the room.
Way, we got you. Oh, so you're a cyber abomination. What's that about? So...
Are we going to see, like, the TARDIS just fly by, the way that looks?
Oh, it does look very much like a time tunnel. I don't know what those are called. But yeah, this is the digital network. This is basically a dungeon. These are just what the basic dungeons look like. Later on, I imagine they get a little more complex than just being straight lines with branching paths. FITZWILLIAM, if you can confirm.
Yes.
Okay, they do get more, they get more intense over time. You'll notice I still haven't actually run into any opportunity to really heal. So I'm just using my capsules and,
Whee! Turn left. There we go.
I was going to say, for every single one of these little nodules, you have a chance of a battle. For every, like, circle you get to the center of, you have a chance of a random encounter. So you can just, like, get battered by random encounters as you run through this and get a game over this early in the game. Especially on hard mode, so...
Yes, beat that baby.
Yes, I will punch them. Yes, I'm now currently just punching both of the baby Digimon. Botamon's a baby, but Bukamon there, the one that looks more like a seal, that's in training, so violence against Bukamon is fine. This is
Why
okay.
are you interrupting his training?
Well, this is part of his training. The training is, can you survive getting punched in the face by gears repeatedly? The answer may surprise
Gears
you.
of War, aren't they?
Oh god, I guess they are.
Gears of War. Do you get the reference?
I do. Well
it's
done.
a Halo reference.
Thank you. So,
Get into the kill zone.
Oh my god. With
Answer to your Call of Duty.
you're just gonna keep going on this, aren't you? How many more do you have?
I don't know. Let me think of some FPSs.
Daniel, I think you're an ass. Assassin's Creed.
This whole
I missed the Brotherhood.
This whole conversation's leaving me in a haze. All right. So yeah,
that was a sly one.
thank you. This yeah, the random encounters in this.
Pony Island. Go on to David's channel and watch FITZWILLIAM plays Pony Island. Now available on YouTube.
I've got to put a link to that now. All right.
Don't
so
worry, no one's gonna watch this. So you don't have to.
doesn't matter. All right, so as we power on through the tubes, just praying that we don't get harangued by random encounters until we lose.
Left.
It doesn't matter, honestly. They both kind of lead the same way. One path just means there's less circles you have to go past, so less chances of battle. But, you know, I'm just kind of crossing my fingers for every single one of these. Here we have Punimon as well, who, even though it is also a baby, yeah, it's a baby. It hits quite a bit harder, so I'm like, oh shoot, the little red one with the 1,000-yard stare is actually quite dangerous. Doing 50 per pop every time it baps me. A lot of these fights boil down to me getting to low health and throwing a healing item panicked and then going back into it again.
Well, because you're not fully evolved, do you not put like EVO light on you?
I cannot, because that again is a Pokemon thing, and that's not relevant to Digimon, sadly. Sorry. I know you're trying, but that's the thing that kept happening before.
I wore my Digimon hoodie here tonight with Squirtle on it.
I was gonna say, no you didn't. Alright, so yeah. Basic baby Digimon, nothing too spectacular happening here, and once it's all said and done, after this, we've pretty much done it. We've faced every Digimon you can face in this tunnel, so I'll be able to skip all future battles, if any appear. So there we go. That's my editing method. We're level 7, lucky number 7. And there we are. Cool. So yeah, powering through the tunnel now, skipping
Left. Go left.
Dan, you can't decide where I'm going. Well,
See, yeah, you do it. Look at it.
you
Yeah!
I happened to go left, but this is not being done live. I forgot what way I went. Yeah.
If you don't go the right way, I'm gonna slap you.
If you don't go the way I dictate in the past. So yeah, that is that. We made it through the first dungeon. Literally 3 different Digimon can appear in it. And you'd think, oh, only 3 Digimon, so if you went back and captured all those and started digivolving them, you wouldn't get much out of it, right? Well, that's where you're very, very wrong. Because all the Digivolution in this kind of functions like a tree, every Digivolution lets you branch into like multiple forms. They can all branch into different forms. I spent about 7 hours just running through that dungeon repeatedly getting Digimon. And I ended up getting all of the rookies that you can get at this early point in the game. Why I did this, I don't know. I don't know if it'll actually have any like proper benefit to me in the long run.
It won't.
It won't?
Spoilers. Yes, so this game makes you want to collect everything, and there's no point because you get to a later bit in the game, and then collecting everything is really easy. So doing it all at the start is pointless.
Oh.
I know. I fell in the same trap.
And if you
dear.
don't play the game, you don't have to do anything.
And you're saved from the grind. But here's the thing, it gives off such a good Skinner box. Like, it's such a good feeling getting all your little baby Digimon leveled up so quickly. So you end up just like wanting to do it, and then you're just like, oh, 5 hours have passed, whoops. So
That's what I'm like at the casino.
yeah, it's really bad. It's like, oh god, I think I have more addictive tendencies than I thought I did, and this game has brought them out in full force.
You know what you should do? You should buy a radiator.
Dan, are you trying to sell me a radiator while we're LPing?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not
Put
going to
a
buy a
link to
radiator.
my company's website.
I'm not putting a link to your radiator company.
I would like to buy a radiator, please.
Well, I'll let you two figure that out. So this is the Digi Hub.
Looks cold.
It does look quite
Yeah,
cold.
could do with a radiator, couldn't it?
Fuck's sake. And
It's 2 against 1 here.
I know, I'm getting bullied. So this place is basically like a Pokemon Center. It's like this game's Pokemon Center, or a Digimon Center, if you will.
Or a Digilab.
A Digilab, yes. And you're going to spend most of your time here, especially if you like grinding. This place just kind of helps to push all of those buttons and really just eggs you on to spend ages grinding with your Digimon, so yeah. And we have Mireille here. Bleh. We have Mireille here hosting it. She's a very chill lady.
Of course she's chill, she's cold.
Yeah, apparently so.
Needs a radiator.
I don't know much about Mireille, but FITZWILLIAM, do you have any like potential little tidbits of info about her? Anything you know about her, having played further ahead?
Yes.
She's the main villain.
In a brief moment, she will start sitting in a chair, and then during the game, you can come back to the Digilab and go, "Hello," and she'll go, "Ah, yes, you have to do this." That is her function.
That's her core function. Okay, well,
That's the function of a villain.
I was hoping for maybe a bit more than just what she's about to do, but that's fine. I'll go with that.
It's more of a tool. If you've not played the game in 3 days and you don't remember what you were doing or what mission you were on or where you're supposed to go, later in the game there's a lot of locations, way too many. So I'm going to her and she'll be like, "Oh, you need to go to the street." It's very helpful.
Okay, fair enough. Well, here we have all the info about the Digilab. This is the part of the game where it just throws tutorials after tutorials at you.
Or a tutorial.
A tut reel. It throws a tut reel at us. Yeah, we have all the different functions of the Digilab. These are all things that you can spend hours getting lost in. There's the Colosseum, which I don't know if that's active anymore since this game isn't even listed on the PSN store. I don't know if you can battle people still, but the rules of it look so much like Pokemon's online battling, it's quite funny. Like, all your levels are set to 50, you can't have total memory of over 150, you have limits to choose your attacks. That's just Pokemon's battle system. That's just online battling Pokemon. That's how you heal, but it's not free in this game, you have to spend yen on it.
And they have Mega Evolutions.
Yes, they have Mega Evolutions in this, definitely. There's the Digifarm, that's just the Pokepelago from Generation 7. You leave your Digimon there for X amount of time, they level up, and they can find items for you. And here you just have your basic... This is like the PC system in Pokemon. You can move your Digimon around, decide who's in the bank, who's in the farm. You just choose who goes where. So, yeah.
Oh, it hurts me, the amount of comparisons to Pokemon that there are.
This game is like Pokemon and Persona combined into one video game. And, yeah, it's very addictive in its own right. It's very, very fun to play. If not very irritating from what I've heard later on.
There's Greymon.
There's Greymon. There's your
FITZWILLIAM Greymon.
It's FITZWILLIAM Greymon, the best Digimon. So, in this game, you'd think it would just be a case of, oh, you've hit your level up point, you just turn into your next form. But no, kind of like the show, if you stay Digivolved for too long, it'll actually become a hindrance. You want to constantly be Digivolving and de-Digivolving to raise your maximum level cap. So you can't just like get a strong Digimon and keep it for the rest of the game. It'll eventually kind of peak, and then you have to de-Digivolve it, put it back to level 1 again, and then level it up again.
Which is both incredibly frustrating and also incredibly frustrating.
It's just that. It's just frustrating. This is the feature that I find horrifying conceptually. You can feed Digimon to other Digimon, and it does kill them. You can just for experience points, you can just feed your Digimon to each other. That seems unethical. Then you have Convert, which is just if you've battled enough of them in the wild or on the interwebs, you can bring them into your squad. And if you've fought them enough to get them up to 200% scan rate, then they'll appear in your squad even stronger than they would have been. So, yeah. Anyway, with all that in mind, one last
play
thing.
Pokemon.
Would you really rather play Pokemon Sun and Moon over this? You had thoughts about that game.
No, not that one.
Okay, there you go.
I fucking hate Lily.
Cannot stand being patronised and tutorialised as much as she does. So, here we have the feature that I could get lost in for literal hours, the Mirror Dungeon. You could just go back to revisit any dungeon you've done, i.e. the one we were just in. And yeah, this is the part where I decide to myself, I'm gonna get all of the rookies just from those 3 little baby Digimon. This evidently was a mistake, but I did it anyway. So yeah, punching babies, just punch them away. When you punch them enough, you get to scan them. That's all good. Punching more of them. I'm gonna be really honest, there are like, at some points in this, there are 20-minute time lapses between clips. So yeah, I did spend a while on this one. And
when you didn't have to.
When I didn't have to, absolutely not. It just felt right to do. So here's me converting. After fighting enough of them...
To be fair, this is probably a good thing to do at the beginning of the game, so you have more than just one Digimon.
Yeah, it's good to build your team up, but
Yeah.
not to the level that I do it. So yeah.
200% though for your first Digimon ever. I respect this.
Thank you, FitzWilliam. It's not entirely fruitless what I'm doing here. It's all for a certain item as well. Like, everything I'm doing here will culminate in me being one step closer to getting a certain Digimon that I want and a certain item. So, yeah.
Greymon.
Not Greymon, not
What?
yet. Greymon eventually, I promise.
Leave
Now,
your room.
can't kick me out.
Banish you from the Digirealm and the mortal realm.
You can't kick me out of any of those things.
Isn't this the thing where if you make loads and loads of them, eventually you get Ultima Keyblade?
No, it's not like that. Again, you're crossing my LPs. Not quite.
They all look the same!
all the games I play. There's one thing this game doesn't have, and that's a sphere grid. I keep running into games with sphere grids, and this doesn't have a sphere grid, so there is that.
What's
Get
that?
pen and paper.
When you level up, and you have to go across a grid to level up. In this, it's just you get stats, and then you just level up, and it's fine.
I see.
Yeah.
We'll make you your own one.
Make myself a sphere grid.
I understand.
So more leveling up, all the way up to level 10. Just constantly coming out here and doing fights. Eventually I got pinged. Like, ooh, what am I getting pinged about? Oh, there are Digimon in my farm that are maximum level, so I can start Digivolving them. So I go to do that as well. I didn't realise at this point in the game that having Digimon in your party levels them up way quicker than putting them in the farm. So I was wasting some time here with this. But eventually I figure it out, and then, yeah, then things get really wild as every battle ends with like 3 or 4 level ups, and suddenly I get this rush of endorphins, and I realise it's 4 in the morning when I'm done playing the game. So
Get
yeah,
a job.
I know. I need to, apparently. Is
Yes, Koromon.
Koromon,
Getting very close to Greymon.
who will eventually become Agumon and then Greymon, of course. So excited for that one.
I used to have a Koromon toy, though. There was a zip round his mouth, and if you did it all the way undone, you could fold him inside out, and he was an Agumon.
Oh, I was going to say that's horrifying, but then you inverse it, and I'm like, okay, that's actually cool then.
So I have the PS game that when I start, I like this one.
Oh, Niaromon is cute. I love Niaromon.
You definitely need to evolve this into the next stage.
Cat.
Yes, Wanyamon it, I think.
You'll see what happens. You'll see what I do. There's method to my madness here. So
I got the PlayStation 1 that gave me 3 Agumons, 2 of which are dressed like the male and female protagonist, and 1 of which that's dressed like Tai, the little boy that's not TK.
You got the DLC that let you get the costumed Agumons.
It also gave you black Agumon and black Gabimon.
Oh, snap. Alright. I missed...
Right at the beginning.
Is he like black and gold? Like Gabumon?
Yes, I think so.
Nice. So,
Do that. Get the good ones.
I need to pay for the DLC to do that, and you can't even get the game through the digital store anymore, so how would I even go about doing that? I don't know. Genuinely don't know how to do that.
The DLC was free when I got it.
Ah, yeah.
Yes!
Niaromon!
Did it. Thank you for listening to me, David.
Wanyamon, yes, Wanyamon is very good.
You need to evolve it into the thing we were playing with.
Well,
The cats.
again, there's method to my madness, and I will justify what I do when I get to it, I promise you. I will justify it. Because at the moment, I'm just in a constant rut of just getting all the different rookies and babies and just digivolving them and...
I like it.
Tsunamon, yeah. Becomes Gabumon. He has a big spiky head. So, here's Bukamon as well, who we also find in that path. We can just make him straight away with Digiconvert. Funny thing about Bukamon is he's in training, he's not a baby. So he can actually be de-digivolved to turn into a baby who can then turn into 2 different things. So, the web just keeps growing. The web of Digimon I can get keeps growing. I kind of went very, very over the top with this. I may have gone a bit too far in a few places. Yeah, he can turn back into Poyomon. And because he's de-digivolving, that means his level cap's also going higher. So I can get more mileage out of this little adorable little Dickens.
One day he will take Pac-Man.
It does look like a Pac-Man ghost, yes. Alright,
Keep
so...
dreaming, little one.
You'll get him eventually. Alright, so, here we are. We're gonna have a little look at the farm now, because I've just been doing so much digivolving. Here's the farm. The farm is where you can set your Digimon to do tasks. You can also throw meat at them. Throwing meat at them boosts their camaraderie stat, or their cam stats, if they actually decide to eat the goddamn meat and don't just reject it, which they can do quite frequently. And yeah, if your cam goes high enough, then that allows you to get different Digivolutions. Some Digivolutions are locked behind cam.
Interestingly, if you throw meat at David, a similar effect happens.
That also boosts my camaraderie, yes. Very much so. So yeah, Digimon on your farm need a leader. Generally, you want to have all your Digimon kind of have the same personality type, so they can all fit the same function in the farms and do it well. I have a nice mix of defenders, builders, fighters. I'm quite partial to builders at the moment, for reasons that will become apparent later. So I'm going to set Wanyamon as my builder leader. There
Excellent choice.
we go. Good choice.
What
very
personality type of Digimon would you be, David?
Oh, that's a good question. What are the personality types? I can't remember all of them.
Fighter, defender, searcher, builder,
Brainy. I know Brainy's
Brainy. Yes, that is one.
I'd be that one, because I'm a smart boy.
No.
Rejected. Just immediate rejection. Okay, well, what would you be?
Builder.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can actually do manual handling work. Okay, well, that's a given.
And you'd be a searcher, because you've been searching for jobs for ages.
Oh, mean.
I'd be durable.
You sure would. Okay, so... yeah, now that I've actually gotten a little bit of camaraderie on Niaromon, I can Digivolve Niaromon. I'm just gonna go for the most boring form first, and I apologise. The one that's the least adorable. Well, debatably, because the alternatives are very, very cute. In fact, I'm just gonna get a bunch of Nyaramons and digivolve all of them at once to get all of their different forms. Yep, I'm just gonna go all in, just like an Expert Emerald. Koromon can digivolve to a bunch of things. One of them requires an item called a Steel Will, and I can't get that yet, so I didn't bother doing that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We have Wanyamon here. Wanyamon becomes a bunch of cool things. Here we go. It does.
That one on the bottom right is overpowered.
It is, yeah. I saw you using that in your playthrough of this, and it wrecked all of the shop, so yeah. So next up we have all of Sunamon's forms.
Vmon.
Yeah, Vmon's amongst those, so I'll try and use Vmon more for you. We have the little Bebby. He turns into Bukamon or Tokamon. Bukamon turns into a bunch of cool things, mostly aquatic-based Digimon.
I can see where that's going. Yeah.
Yep, sea lion kind of look. One of them's Gomamon, who's great because he fights you with fish. Tokamon has one thing that I just can't do yet because it's so overpowered and hard to get this early in the game. It needs to be like level 30 and have stupidly high endgame stats. So I'll do that when it's doable.
Yeah, you need several items. And its ABI, you basically want to get its ABI up to 100 right before you evolve it into the thing. Oh, it's horrible.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that. We'll do that eventually.
Episode 34.
So Hagurumon here, he's started leveling up pretty dang hard. In fact, he's hit his max, and that's not good because I want to turn him into that final Digivolution at the bottom there, and that requires me to be level 20. I can't get there yet. So I'm going to have to Digivolve into something, de-Digivolve back to level 1 again, and then start leveling up again in order to break my level cap.
What do you choose to Digivolve into, David?
You will see, and I'm sure you will respect it. I hope you respect my choice.
It's no longer that. It's this clock thing.
No, this is just my temporary Digivolution. I'm just turning into this because it's the first one there. He does look cool, I will admit. I like the little hammer.
We knew the Digivolution was up and coming.
You can't do it mid-episode.
I will do what I want. Fuck you.
There have to be rules and limitations, Dan. All right, so Clockmon, I'm immediately...
My limitations, I'll de-evoluse and then break my own limits, like you're doing.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna...
Is that the Digirap?
That's how it goes. It's very weird and doesn't have much flow to it. It's also very weirdly threatening and aimed at someone called David.
We're doing 32 Digimon today. Are you ready, kids?
Oh god. That's a diff. Oh my god.
Agumon, Gabumon, Unimon, Fatimon, Debimon, Greymon.
I'd love to hear a Digirap in the style of the Pokérap. That would be incredible. Alright.
Somewhere they'll throw a Pokemon in just to mess with them.
Just to throw everyone off. Alright, so after a while, again, I got Hagurumon back up to a nice high level. But then I decided to do something drastic and very unethical. Any Digimon who's not got a builder personality, you're getting eaten. Hagurumon is eating you now. Brainy? Not brainy enough to avoid getting eaten. Oh, you're brainy too. We got all the boffins here today. Well, you guys are all getting eaten. Goodbye. Goodbye to all of you. You're all dead. Gets consumed by Hagurumon.
Oh, yes.
For 2 levels.
Yep. It's the most needlessly unethical approach, but it has to be done though. Oh, you're not.
You're feeding him salmon.
Yes, I'm eating him all the cute ones.
Boo.
Again, this is all important. This is all for an important cause. It has to be done.
For 1 level.
Yes, I promise it will make sense eventually. It will make sense. I actually don't want to empty my farm because I have my farmers actually working on something at the moment. So I'm going to do a little swappy swap. There we go. Consume the armadillo. Eat that good, delicious armadillo.
Oh.
I remember the way that the armadillo sounded in the animation.
He sounded like a southerner for some reason.
He was like an old man.
Yeah.
Kind of like a little bit like this is a really bad Obama person. Really. That's not what I was going for there, but
that's Armadillo-mon.
Then he became a submarine, didn't he?
He did become a submarine. Alright, yeah, no,
I don't remember Obama becoming a submarine, but...
That's why we don't see him anymore, he's underwater.
Ah, yes.
He got trumped.
He's under that swamp that Trump wants to drain.
Alright, so...
Politics.
Politics.
We discuss the politics.
Alright, so here we are, just committing the last of
He's
these.
not so lively
you've
now.
eaten the really good one. That's so silly.
Again, they were not builders. Only builders may live. Only the builders may survive this
Only
purge.
those that can construct society.
Again, there is reason for what I'm doing right now.
What
There
are you
is-
doing, small Digimon? Oh, I'm searching for something. No! You get eaten! What are you doing, Patamon? I'm going to fight this. No, you're not. What are you doing, Vmon? Oh, I'm experimenting by putting 2 blocks together. Very good, Vmon. You can live.
Just kidding!
That would be a bit, what's the word I'm looking for?
Extreme.
Unproductive.
Just
considering you
eat
want
all
the
of them.
builders.
Alright, the reason that I committed that horrible atrocity was for this.
And wasted all our fucking time.
We did it all for this, I swear. It was so worth it. It's so worth it to do this early game. Here it is.
Ah, Poopemon.
Now let me explain myself, Dan. Let me explain myself. This ability is worth it. Doubles experience you earn in battle. So, you know, that's why I had to eat all of those Digimon. I think that's justified.
Yeah, but you're going to cut a lot of the grinding out anyway, so it wouldn't really matter.
Yeah, but it helped me.
I don't care what you want. I don't see that shit, do I? I just see the final product.
Yeah, but
I don't care how you feel, what you do with your time. I'm only here once a week.
go on.
Well, now you literally have to see that shit.
Yeah, you have to see that shit. He's part of the team now.
Give him a nickname.
Can you do that in this?
I think you might be able to. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know how to do it. If so, I definitely would start nicknaming them if I could.
Let's nickname them in your mind.
Dan.
Yes.
Okay.
All of them Dan, like your Pokemon starters.
All my Digimon are named Dan now. Alright, so...
You did that to your starters and...
You're probably wondering why I committed a great purge against anyone who's not a builder. That is because builders can be used on the farm to find another item, eventually. An item which also boosts experience. This is all just me getting in with all of that nonsense early to save me a lot of grinding later. It means that later on might even be able to do live sessions because I won't have to stop and grind constantly because the grinding will be done off screen or done in my own time. So we can actually play the game live and not have to do post commentary constantly. That's the dream, that's the hope. We will see how that pans out.
I hope your dream fails.
Well, I don't because it would make for a more entertaining and dynamic LP.
But no one's fucking watching this.
Yeah, well, you two are at least. That's 2 people.
If anyone's watching this, give this video a thumbs down.
Give it a thumbs down. That's our thing for this LP. You got to give it a thumbs down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're aiming for the negative press for this one.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
What a terrible video this is so far. I only wish it had more ponies. For a video filled with ponies, please check out FITZWILLIAM RAMSBOTTOM Plays Pony Island. I don't remember if that was the title or not, but the link is on screen now.
Yeah, I guess it is. There it is. There's the FITZWILLIAM RAMSBOTTOM playing Pony
there
Island.
it goes. Oh, it's gone now.
Okay. Well, now the game is giving us the ability to hack. We're going to hack the planet. Let's do this. Moray's going to send us to Kowloon, the place we were supposed to be going to.
It's a fucking long episode today, isn't it?
This was a 7-hour play session, so there you go.